What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here, back with a brand new review. I've done a review on the X Speedflow Plus. It's time to review the new X Speedflow.1. So let's get into it and show you what they're all about. Before we begin, guys, please make sure you check out that first link down below in the description. It's a link to my store that you can get any of the merch that you see me wear, so please check that out. We also have the membership option active, so if you are interested in supporting the channel, go ahead and click that membership option. Alright guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Here we go. Brand new review of the new X Speedflow.1 in the new Meteorite Collection Pack colorway. Now, I've done a review on these before because they were actually released as Messi's boots. So if you are interested in checking out my review of the new Messi Speedflow boots, you can check that link right up here and find a review to that video. But because we had that kind of soft launch of the next generation X, we kind of know what these things are all about. But this is the official release of the X Speedflow.1. So open the box up. There's nothing special in this box. It's the .1. There are no extras. You just get the two boots themselves. So let's take them out of the box and show you the new X Speedflow.1. Boom. So there we go, guys. There is the new Adidas X Speedflow.1. There are a few differences compared to the Plus. I just reviewed the Plus. That was brand new. We did not see that before. But this one is a little bit different in terms of the upper. So let's talk about the new X.1 Speedflow. Let's start with colorway. In terms of colorway, I'm a fan of this. It's definitely better than the Messi one in my opinion. I wasn't a fan of that colorway. This one is nice. We have this nice red colorway with a little bit of white and a little bit of highlighter yellow. Technically, according to Adidas, it is red, solar red, and black actually. And it's part of the new Meteorite Pack collection. So let's begin with the upper. The upper of the new X Speedflow is very similar on this model, on the .1, compared to the Ghosted. We have this very nice synthetic based upper. It's technically a prime knit still, but it doesn't really feel like it, to be honest. It's a nice, soft, flexible upper, and I was a very, very big fan of the upper on the X Ghosted. I thought it was a very, very impressive upper from a technical perspective. It was very soft, very flexible, and very thin, and it's quite a challenge to get all three of those characteristics into an upper as well as they did. On this generation, I think they've done the same thing in terms of the upper, but they've just improved the collar area and the tongue area, making it much easier to get on because we have a natural prime knit material in this tongue and laces area, allowing you to stretch the boot out enough to get your foot into it. The biggest challenge with the Ghosted was how difficult it was to get on. This one maintains the upper's performance characteristics. It's very soft, very flexible. I really like how thin it is. And I love the fact that they've gone to a more traditional prime knit material where the tongue is, because it just creates for a much more comfortable feeling on feet and really allows you to get the boot on in a much more seamless manner. Let's put it that way. The heel area has been changed a little bit as well. Last year's was a little bit too firm for my liking. They've softened it up just a bit, but you still have the two kind of memory foam pods back here to help lock your heel in place. So that's a good thing. And then the sole plate is completely unchanged. We have a speed frame once again with an external heel counter right there and a Carbitex insert in the front. The idea is that you have this carbon fiber insert to help you accelerate and push off. You know, believe that if you will, but I'm not too sure about it. It does look cool, but overall it's a nice lightweight sole plate that really acts as a good foundation for the boot. I'm a fan of the speed frame. I just wish that the studs were conical. We have 4 bladed ones in the heel, 2 bladed here, and then 4 chevron shaped studs in the forefoot area. They do promote some good grip, I guess, and especially in terms of acceleration, they do a good job, but just for me, I think the conical ones do just as good a job in terms of traction, but just offer a little bit more forgiveness on, you know, multiple field surfaces. So that's my opinion with the outsole, but overall I'm a huge fan of the X Speedflow, and I think it's a really, really good improvement or evolution of the X Ghosted, which was very popular and very impressive in terms of an upper. I think this time around we just see a few tweaks to make the boot fit better and fit more people better, but still maintain those impressive performance characteristics that we got in terms of the upper on the X Ghosted. So that's my review of the X.1. Let's head over to the turf and talk about fit and feel. So there we go, quick look of the X Speedflow.1 on feet. Again, I mentioned this before, the colorway is so much better compared to the messy one in my opinion. And again, it just fits really, really well. Even with my wider feet, I can get these things on relatively comfortably. They do fit tight, but not nearly as tight as last year's Ghosted. So wide-footed people, if you are after that very thin, very tight, very aggressive feeling speed boot, I definitely think this year this is one that you can look at, whereas last year I was a little bit more hesitant to recommend the X Ghosted to wider footed people. This time around you can definitely check it out, and I do think it's probably the best speed boot on the market. It fits really, really well. I love the way the upper feels, and I like the fact that they are easier to get on and they just feel a little bit more comfortable from right out of the box compared to last year's X Ghosted. In terms of fit, you can definitely go true to size, and again, wide footed people, if you are after that aggressive, tight fitting, thin boot, you can definitely check the Speedflow out, and I think you'll find them to be very, very impressive. And that's pretty much it. I'm a big fan of all the little changes that they made overall to the upper to allow for more people to get them on and for them to just fit so much more comfortably compared to the Ghosted. So that's pretty much it. Let's send it back to the desk and we'll wrap the video up. So there you have it, guys. There's my review of the X Speedflow.1 on feet. Again, big fan of the overall update. I think they've done the necessary things to make this thing fit better. I think it looks a little bit better, and I think it feels so much better on feet compared to the X Ghosted. The X Ghosted was very impressive. I was a huge fan of the upper, but it sacrificed a little bit in terms of fit in order to accommodate that upper, if that makes any sense. So I'm a huge fan of the X Speedflow, and I think it's probably the best speed boot on the market. In terms of lockdown, you'll get a little bit more lockdown out of this one compared to the Plus, so just keep that in mind. And that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mike McIntyre, all things sports. Take care. See you next time. Peace.